Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys another reading. So today's topic is twin flame vibes. How do they see you now? So we are going to tap into a connection that is in no contact at this time. So I just want you guys to take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks and the Organite that I'm using here today will be listed in the description box down below. Now, I do tend to channel for Divine Feminine since you guys are the majority of my viewers. So I'm going to do it from that perspective. All right, you guys, let's dive right in. So we're going to take a look and see what is the current vibe of your twin flame connection right now. Let's look at this. What is the current vibe of your twin flame connection? What is the current vibe of this twin flame connection for those that are meant to hear these messages today? Oh, we have eternity. So it says, within you, each twin holds and carries the beauty of light of their beauty and light of their existence. Remember this when you are apart, for there is no separation, only connection. So this is very specific, you guys, because obviously we are highlighting the whole no contact right now. So there is a separation. And I feel like this is reminding you that there is really no separation. That is just like an illusion. So you're still energetically connected. You might still be picking up on, telepathic messages that could either be through just downloads that you're getting, dreams that you're having, maybe even songs that you're hearing, etc. So all of those are forms of telepathic communication from your twin flame. You could also be getting signs from the universe, etc. So let's go ahead and get a tarot card to go with this one. Let's look at this. All right, what else is the current vibe of the connection? You guys are obviously eternally connected despite the circumstances. That's a reminder. Ooh, I love this. This right here is the Wheel of Fortune. This is ruled by Jupiter, the sign of Sagittarius, but it talks about new beginnings, end of delays, a change in a direction that offers happiness. So I see the Wheel of Fortune as a card of fate, a card of destiny. So it's our destined path. It's also a change in a cycle. So a cycle coming to an end. Obviously, it's represented by the number 10. So I feel like right now you guys could be on your way or headed in a new cycle or direction in your twin flame connection. But it's definitely something that's going to lead to change for the better. That's great. So let's go ahead and see what else is present here today. Ooh, we have Searcher. So it says, we search for answers to many things in this lifetime. Focus your soul in defining your true purpose and fulfilling your karmic ancestry. As an awakened twin, honor each other's choices and timing for completion to spiritual and soul alignment. Wow, this is beautiful. The wheel is also about timing as well. And so for me, this is saying rather than trying to figure out when you're going to see your twin flame again, when you guys are going to come into union, instead focus on the fact that you guys are already energetically connected and entwined. So make sure that you spend your time, instead of focusing so much on your twin, focusing on your purpose and your mission and what you came here to do, as well as honoring that maybe your twin is still searching for their own answers. They're still finding their way on this journey. And when it's destined, you guys will cross paths once again. I love that. It's just a beautiful reminder here. Let's see what else. We have the King of Michael, which is the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, and the planet Uranus is all about freedom. It's freedom to explore, freedom, like it's about unconventional things. It's basically doing things at the beat of your own drum, your own timing. You might not be doing things the way that society is telling you to do things. And so I feel like there is somebody in this situation, and I am going to say it is probably the divine masculine, because I see the kings in the tarot when I'm doing these types of readings as the masculine energy. Now, you could be the feminine, right? But maybe this is your dominant masculine side. Again, just take it how it resonates for you. But what I'm getting here is that this particular energy is about mastery. The King of Swords is we're mastering truth. We're seeing things very, very clearly. We're also seeing things very objectively as well. So it says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. So I'm getting pop-ups. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. Wow. So what I'm seeing here, it's almost like a reminder where the vibe is right now. Let me get rid of this pop-up. Get the fuck out of here. All right. I'm sorry. I just get very irritated when things bother or like come up and interrupt my reading. But I'm getting here that you might want communication from your masculine right now. You might wonder why it hasn't come, why there is this distance, why there's no contact. And what I'm getting here with this particular lineup is that your masculine is still searching for answers on his path. And I love that we have this path here. Archangel Michael is also with your divine masculine. And Archangel Michael is about having the courage and bravery to face things head on. So if your masculine is in a point right now where he is hiding from himself, he is not acting with it within his truth and his integrity, this is something that's being worked on right now. As he continues on his destined path, he is learning these traits. He is learning these things about himself. He is learning to be, act with more integrity and be more of a truth teller, or somebody that is, it's kind of like if you can't admit the truth to yourself, then you're not going to be able to really have an open, honest conversation with another. So I feel like the searcher energy is basically saying that on this journey right now, both of you guys are still finding yourselves. And there's no real destination to that. I believe that we will come back every lifetime and still search for something. That's basically the point. We keep coming, and expanding and growing. That is endless. That is eternal, basically. But I feel like we have that respect energy. It's like kind of respecting that everybody learns differently. Everybody's on their own unique path and everybody learns in their own time. So I feel like that's a really beautiful reminder here. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else. What else is going on with the vibe of this connection? We have memories. Beautiful. So it says here, past memories bind us, but will also free us as we seek our own self-truth. When you feel lonely, look up at the night sky, for you will see our universal home and the stars to guide you back to me. So this to me is that very eternal energy. It's kind of like you guys are both looking up at the same sky, the same stars, the same sun, the same moon. You share that experience. So just because you guys are apart doesn't mean that you're not connected. So obviously the memories, the history is there in this connection. But what I'm getting here as the key is to not dwell on it and not get lost and not swim in nostalgia and the past so much to where you're not able to show up for your current self, for your current people, for just your current environment, because that is important too. All right, let's see what else. We have the 10 of Gabriel, 10 of Wands. So Archangel Gabriel, you guys, is the angel of communication. So I think it's very interesting that it's showing up like this. The 10 of Wands traditionally is a card that talks about burdens. And I do think it's very unique that we do have 2 10s here so far, 10-10. Look it up, that angel number. That could be something that you guys are seeing on your journey right now. That could mean something for your connection, the vibration of your connection. But 10s usually to me, like especially like a 10-10, like an 11-11 would be like a portal energy. There's an opportunity for us to level up. There's an opportunity for us to shift a timeline or something like that, even though we may not shift on it together. But what we're doing is we're leveling up on our own journey, because remember, it is about ourselves as well as our twin flame. But if we can't help ourselves first, then we're not really going to be able to connect in a high vibrational, beautiful, productive way with our twins. But this says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. So again, let's not burn out and focus too much on how we can either help our twin or how we can save our twin. I'm not saying that you guys are even thinking that, but if there is someone out there thinking that that's your job to save your twin, to do this or do that, what I'm getting here is we have to remind ourselves that us first and foremost as individuals, we have to save ourselves first. We can certainly lend a helping hand to people, but if people don't want to be saved, and especially if people have asked for space and they've asked for time on their journey, we do have to respect that. So there could be this level right now where, not level, but this lesson right now where we're really having to learn to basically walk away with love in our hearts and take the memories with us, but realize that right now there's a separation for a reason, okay? So ask your angels to help you in this department. Ask your spirit guides, ask God, however you guys connect to the universe, the divine source, for help in this department, especially if you're having issues with this, especially if you're feeling heavy from the memories or heavy from sadness because maybe you're not with your twin. That energy, I feel, is a burden right now, and it's really not going to help you or even your twin flame, and especially it's not going to help the other people that you were destined to come here and basically help on this planet. So, all that sadness and everything, it just lowers everything. So you're being asked to kind of drop that load right now and carry on. And just trust in the process of fate and destiny, and that your paths will cross with your twin flame when that is simply meant to be. So when it comes to communication, that's kind of what we're being asked to do, is we're being asked to drop, and we're being asked to basically level up and continue forward on our ascension path, whether we have the answers, whether we're speaking to our twin flame, whether we feel like we're going to see them again, etc. That is a part of our duty as we are here on earth, is to do that. That's beautiful. So that's what we have so far for your current vibe of this twin flame connection. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see what is something that your twin flame sees when they look at you. So when they look at you, when they think about you, maybe when they're looking at your picture, they're recalling a memory, when they saw you face to face, etc. What is it that they see? Let's look at this. Ooh, we have James Dean, rebel without a cause is immediately what I'm getting here. And it's funny because we had threes come up for your twin flame vibe. So threes, you guys, could be significant. We have 3, 3, and 3, 3. We also had tens too. So those angel numbers, or seeing like a variety of those numbers, could be very specific to your twin flame. But it says, don't try, just do it. When your twin flame sees you, when your twin flame looks at you, thinks about you, all of those things, they think about you as somebody who is a true rebel. They see you as somebody who's sovereign. They see you as somebody who maybe doesn't care what other people think. Now, we all sometimes say, oh, I could care less what somebody thinks. But sometimes at the root of that is we really do care. But I feel you guys have come here as way showers for other people. And I feel like even in some way you have come into your twin flame's life in this particular lifetime to actually lead by example and show them that caring about what other people think, and it doesn't mean you're hurting people or disrespecting people in a selfish way. It's not like that, but you're not ruled by society. You're not ruled by maybe rules, not that you're breaking the law, but you're not ruled by society's expectations of you. You're very free-spirited. So it's interesting that we had that Uranus energy come up with the King of Swords. Yes, that could be you too. And it might be that your masculine is trying to mirror you in that department. So it's like you've already mastered this, and your masculine may be trying to reach that level to meet you there, because you're coming through as that James Dean character. Also, stunning Hollywood, right? I mean, I know not everybody is attracted to James Dean, but it's just like, oh my gosh, you think of all the, the people, back then, like, Hollywood, like Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, Elvis Presley. I mean, I know there's many more, but it's just like, oh, dreamy, right? So yeah, this right here is basically, I feel like, mad respect for you. But if your masculine has not worked on this aspect of himself where he is not free, where he cares too much about what other people think, this actually may be off-putting to him. He might respect it, but then slowly over time might start to judge you, or might start to feel like you're problematic. he can't get with that program. He cares too much about what other people think. So I just feel like it's positive, but then it could actually turn into a negative depending on the shadow work that he has done. All right, let's see what else. What else does he see when he looks at you? When I say he, you guys, he, she, however you guys resonate with your person. It's just easier for me to channel by saying it. Ooh, I love this. The Chariot. You are a way shower. Oh my God. Trailblazer all the way. Chariot. You're going places. I'm also getting here that what your masculine is seeing, that's like a yellow road, like yellow brick road, right? Like you're on a journey. You are moving forward. We also have these two dogs here, and one of them is severely handicapped, but it's still got these wheels and it's trucking along. It's moving. So I feel like your masculine sees you as a true survivor. You've experienced some sort of victory. You haven't let life get you down. You've picked yourself back up. You dusted yourself off, and you've continued moving forward. So to me, you're a force to be reckoned with, and that's how your twin flame is seeing you. It's amazing. What else? Oh yes, we have Martin Luther King. That's amazing. Standing tall. Look, you guys, I love this. So you stand for what's right. Even if other people don't agree, you're not afraid to disagree. You're not afraid to stand up for a cause. Rebel. It says rebel without a cause, but no, I feel like you do have a cause. You have conviction in something. You have some sort of perhaps a dream, and you've gone after your dreams regardless of what other people said, the naysayers, etc. You're doing what you want to do, maybe for a living. And sometimes that can be scary for people because they're afraid of judgment. They're afraid of not being taken seriously. And I just feel if you're watching this video and you're resonating with these messages so far, your twin flame sees you as somebody that you do what you want in this lifetime, and you're not going to be ruled by what other people think. And I have mad respect for that. It's amazing. And apparently your twin flame has mad respect for you too. This is also, Chariot is Cancer's energy, and Cancers are very sensitive as well. Cancers are very deep and just very sensitive, very empathic individuals. The court card that matches the Cancerian energy is the Queen of Cups in the tarot deck. So your masculine sees you as that true Queen of Cups, a caregiver, very nurturing, very empathic, maybe even psychic as well, okay? So even though you're strong, you do have a sensitive side. Sometimes Cancerians can hold things within. So it's like, sometimes we put on a strong outer shell. So I feel, again, like your masculine sees you as a survivor. We have the Four of Wands. Some people see this as the twin flame 1111 card in tarot. So your masculine, I'm not saying like, he knows what twin flames are, or he's like saying you're my twin flame, but I feel like that vibe is definitely here. He sees you, and he sees, I got to turn this freaking flute off. It's just very loud. Sorry about that. Sees you though as somebody that he could build something with, somebody that he could perhaps commit to one day, build something amazing and just be happy and satisfied, feeling really secure with you. So he definitely sees you in that Four of Wands energy. You guys definitely have some sort of foundation. You have something to build upon. Oh my gosh, I just talked about the yellow brick road, and here it's coming through. So there could be a connection to you in that movie, the characters, just something about you that your masculine may see you, or your twin flame may see you in this light. But we have think big, like you're a big dreamer, you think big. Also, Martin Luther King had big ideas, way beyond, in my opinion. I mean, this kind of energy to me is very much like almost an ascended master to me. Somebody that came onto this planet and was obviously, taken away way too early. It's tragic, but it does seem to me like important people that are meant to come into this world and make, just amazing changes like that. It's often that they're persecuted or that terrible things happen. But I just, it's almost like it's meant to be that they're just here for a short period of time to make such an incredible change. So I feel like this think big vibe for you. Your twin flame sees you as somebody who, really is doing something with your life. You're making some sort of a difference. And it might be that you've made a huge difference in their life too. You have some sort of a dream. You have something like maybe almost like not a childlike quality, because I feel like they see you as an adult, but they see you as somebody who's a dreamer. Yeah, they see you as a dreamer. And I think that's just like very angelic and very endearing to your twin flame. So, all right, let's go ahead and get another tarot card here. Wow, we have Justice. That's Libra's energy. Yeah. Okay. It's like what's fair. It's about fairness and equality here. It's very important to you. So you could be an activist. You could be somebody who is basically like you're always, going to fight for the underdog. You're making sure that things are very, very much just like, clear across the board. Also, they see you as a clear communicator. They see you as somebody who is really balanced as well. So they see you as somebody who has a lot of intelligence, but you also have some depth and emotion too. They may also see you as a counselor. Sometimes the Queen of Cups in the feminine form, because I see the King of Cups as more of the counselor, but I feel like the Queen of Cups can also be a counselor in the feminine form. And so clearly I see two people in therapy, and that's the counselor. They could see you as somebody that they just really love talking to. You give great advice. You're able to think outside of the box. You're able to be impartial when you do talk to them. So you're able to give them good advice without being emotionally involved. So that's how they see you. Okay. All right, let's get one more. Oh, Whitney Houston. Oh, another all of these people, this is the celebrity spirit oracle. So everybody's obviously passed away. But yeah, I was just talking about her the other day when I was with Mr. Moon, and we were talking about just incredible, like angelic, to me, voices from the heavens above. And of course, she was the first one that came to my mind, Whitney Houston. So it's just amazing. Anyways, we've got aim high, sister. Yeah. So they also see you as having some sort of star quality. They see you as a bright, shining star. They see you as somebody that you have a lot of high aspirations, or again, you're thinking very big. You didn't come here to just play it small. You came here to do some things, to make some changes in the world, to make a difference. And that's just how they see you. You might also have a very harmonious, angelic singing voice as well. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. That's Virgo's energy. Virgos have a lot of integrity. They're very truthful, and they're also humanitarians. So again, that vibe for me is somebody who may want to help other people or assist other people. And they might see you as somebody who's extremely helpful. This is also a hardworking individual, somebody that's not afraid to work hard. You have very high standards is what I'm getting here. And you have big ideas of how things should be, and you hold yourself to those standards. So you're not a hypocrite. Doesn't mean you're perfect, but you're not a hypocrite. And they definitely see you as somebody that's very trustworthy, somebody that means what they say. So those are some amazing things that your twin flame sees about you guys. I love it. All right. So now we're going to take a look and see, how has your connection impacted their life so far? How has your connection impacted your twin flame's life so far? All right. I don't know how to say these names, so I'm not going to butcher them, but you guys can clearly see. All right. But the key word underneath, I can read that. Divine mission. Enlightened action makes choices from the heart. Love this. So first of all, they see you as somebody that has some sort of a purpose and a mission to be here, and you do make choices from the heart. I do feel like they see you, though, as somebody who has, you're able to make decisions, like tough decisions. You're like a survivor, but it hasn't ruined your heart. So what I'm getting here is, how has your connection impacted their life? Because you make choices from the heart, because you live from your heart center, because you're true to yourself despite the shit that you've been through, despite what other people are throwing your way, the challenges that you've experienced. You have definitely become enlightened by all of these things. Instead of letting it ruin you, you've actually let it strengthen you. So how you've changed your twin flame, or are currently changing your twin flame, is that you're a representation of enlightenment. You're a representation of a being that hasn't allowed life to get you down. You're still thriving, you're still standing, and you're an inspiration to your twin flame. That's awesome. So how has your connection impacted their life? You've enlightened them. You've come in and you've enlightened your person. You've also given them some sort of a motivation to be in their heart center, to maybe also think about what they came here to do. Instead of like, how can they serve themselves? How can they serve others? You've inspired that within them. That's amazing. So I feel like you've definitely either activated their heart chakra, kind of awakened them in their heart chakra. We have the world. So the world is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is Capricorn, the material world. It's also the burdens of the material world. So there's this little dynamic here that I'm seeing where you're free of that. Maybe not completely, obviously, you might still need money to survive, and you might like nice things that money can buy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that what I'm seeing here is that you don't have a heavy reliance upon it. And your twin flame might still be struggling somewhat in the material world, thinking that their fame or their fortune or followers or what you have, what you look like, all these things, that's what's really going to, be admirable and gain respect. And it may buy, things and people, but it's never really going to truly buy happiness. And you're never really going to truly be satisfied if that's all it's about for you. And I feel like you are so mission based that your twin flame feels something has shifted in their world because of you. You're such an inspiration to them that it makes them want what you have. So you do inspire your twin flame to want to obtain that key to life that you seem to have. That's so cool. All right, let's see what else. All right, we have devoted warrior. I mean, you are not a weak individual at all. And this is about also being very, very strong. But it says, let God's love hold you in strength. Wow. It's about having faith. So what I'm seeing here is that how your connection has impacted their life so far. Look at where the hands are. It's over the heart chakra. They're going into their heart center. They've had some sort of heart awakening, you guys. So even if they were not able to lean into that heart activation when the two of you came together, I feel like just from knowing you and your memory and just everything that they've learned with what you guys have both gone through in the world, I just feel like they are attributing something back to you. They're working on their heart, or they're being activated, or were, and it's now finally like they're leaning into it. They're finally letting spirit in, the divine. They're connecting more to the creator instead of just the material world and the money and all that other stuff that really doesn't mean shit at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, it makes the world work and go round and go fast and all that stuff, but it doesn't necessarily create any kind of peace or happiness. So that has to come from within. And I just feel like, yeah, it sounds so freaking cliche, and it is to a point, but until you really understand that and feel that, you're never really going to get it. So to me, there's some kind of nirvana energy here. It's like you might inspire your person to want to seek nirvana or something similar to that. Wow, another 10. So 10s are huge for your connection. And I feel like right now you guys are big time, like ending some major cycles here. We can no longer live our lives in this particular way. We've got to see what else is out there, because what we've experienced so far, it's just either not working or it's not providing any lasting happiness. And so what I'm getting here is that your connection has impacted their life. I see if you've exited out of your twin flame's life, you've left them, you've had to either turn your back on them or you've had to leave them behind because they just were not ready for you. This has hugely impacted their life. It has caused them some sort of either pain or there's just that feeling of sadness over your ending, but it does make them think, it does make them feel something. It makes them, in a way, kind of like to reflect on this ending that the two of you guys, experienced. So you can see all of those swords are being left at the door. It's also about forgiveness. It's also about letting the past go, as in the pain from the past, and growing from it instead. The suitcases are about baggage too. We can either take the baggage with us or we can be free and we can have a whole new experience. So to me, this Ten of Swords character is going to start right back where the Fool's energy is, which is funny because the Fool in tarot is also ruled by Uranus. And I just feel like that planet right now is really connected to your twin flame connection. And, maybe do your own research on it, but I feel like that's the heavy influence for your connection right now is planet Uranus. And I just feel like you guys, that planet is also about coming together as a collective. It's also about your purpose, your mission. I feel like that's really where this connection is. That's like this phase that it's either in or it's headed towards right now. So that seems to be like the highlighted energy, if that makes sense. So as your connection impacted their life, your exit or the ending of your connection really impacted your person's life, and it really activated their heart chakra to where they're finally looking at things from a deeper perspective. They're finally feeling things at a deeper level. Who you are and everything you represent actually inspires your person to want to level up and be in a way what you are or what you represent. And it also creates them to be a stronger version of themselves, which is why we have the devoted warrior. But they have to devote time to their spiritual path. They have to devote less to their material world, less to either their career, and focus more on their internal relationship with themselves and the divine is what I'm seeing here. So you've inspired your twin flame to go within, is what I'm getting here. That's amazing. All right. So if you guys are resonating with these messages so far, we are now going to go ahead and take it over into the extended. So what we're going to go into over there is how is your twin flame affected the most by your healing and empowering vibes? So all the stuff that you're doing, how does it impact them? How are they affected by it? Also, how are people on the outside influencing the current state of your connection? So are there other situations or other things that are influencing? This could be positive or negative or both. We're going to go into songs, words, and energy that your twin flame is sending your way telepathically. And what does fate have planned for your future journey in the future, like ahead? So anyways, if you guys like to join me over there, I will put the link in the description box down below, as well as pin it to the top comment in the comment section. So that's it. If you guys enjoyed this reading today, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section or an emoji, or share it with somebody. All those actions definitely help to support my channel for free and just help it to continue to, I don't want to say grow at this point. Pretty sure that, I don't know, there's something up with the algorithm where it just doesn't really seem to be growing, but I'm just going to say those actions just are going to keep it afloat, and that's still very much appreciated. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Hopefully I'll see you guys over on the extended. Bye-bye.